Bienvenidos. How's it going? Isela here with the Truck Boss Show. We have our boy Carlin on standby. We'll get with him here shortly. So let's get started with today's show. Here's a follow-up to one of our stories from last week. Truck orders to plunge, GDP to fall lower, diesel prices to rise in 2020. As 2020 has begun, there has been some mixed signs for trucking. The industry has been marked by weaker freight demand, pressure on profitability, higher priced diesel, and falling truck and trailer production. Mix that with rumors of possible recession, and you can see why many experts are calling for a slow year. At the same time, hopeful signs are appearing as the U.S.-China tariffs appear to be getting sorted out with a new trade agreement that's very important to the trucking that is on tap. Now, to read the full article, check out the link below. You know, we always hook you up down in the comments. Now, off to Carlin with some interesting news on tolls.
If you've noticed rising toll costs around the country, well, you're not alone. In fact, some tolls have risen to such extremes that some organizations are taking legal action, including OOIDA, the Owner-Operator Independent Drivers Association. Now, the group filed a lawsuit against the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission for what it calls excessive toll increases over the last 2 years. A Pennsylvania judge dismissed the lawsuit, but OOIDA appealed the decision to the Supreme Court, where it was later denied. Every year, the toll rate is expected to increase by 3 to 6%, and trucks will be facing the brunt of those increases. Right now, to cross the whole state, a Class 8 or higher vehicle could be paying over $2,000. Now over to Isela, who has a story about a group of drivers who did something pretty awesome for a young boy going through a bit of a rough time.
Muchas gracias, Carlin. 50 truckers convoyed to bring joy to a boy with terminal cancer. Now, last week, dozens of truck drivers came together in Berlin, Wisconsin. Becky Retzlaff's son has a classmate named Miguel with the rare cancer. Now, she said, we can do a lot, but we can't do a lot, but we own trucks. Why not give him a ride in a semi? So Becky organized a convoy and it blew up. Becky was overwhelmed with the response from the truckers who wanted to show up for Miguel. So big shout out to Becky and all the drivers that showed up and did a great job. Love it. Now let's go to Carlin, who's going to talk to us about who benefits from tolls.
Now, Isela, unfortunately, the rising toll costs aren't limited to just Pennsylvania. Several other states are raising prices for their toll roads as well. ATRI, the American Transportation Research Institute, looked into it. The research found the money generated from tolls is up by a major amount, more than 70% in the last 10 years. Now, in 2018, tolls collected almost $15 billion from customers. Of that total, trucking alone generated more than $3 billion, making tolls the second largest cost for mega carriers behind only driver wages, and one of the top 5 costs for independents. Now, the study also found only about half of all the money collected by tolls is actually used for operations. The rest was diverted to other agencies. Now over to Isela, who actually tells you about this pretty awesome trip we had to Seiling, Oklahoma last month, where we discovered a hidden gem.
That's right, Carlin. You said it correctly. A hidden gem located here in our home state of Oklahoma, Gore Travel Plaza. Check it out. Nestled between OKC and the Texas Panhandle is a small in size but big in charm town of Seiling, Oklahoma. You would have never guessed that this little gem is home to one of the coolest truck stops on this side of I-35, Gore's Travel Plaza. So this is a Gore Travel Plaza, and we've heard so much about it. But you know what? Who's the best person to try the food? Me, I want to know what kind of pasta they got. So why don't you join me? Check it out. Now, you know I love me some food, and I can tell you that Gore Travel Plaza knows how to do it with a variety of yummy, fresh food. So what is your favorite dish to order?
Definitely get a barbecue bacon burger.
Eat half of it here and then take the rest of it home?
Oh no, usually I try to finish the whole thing.
Oh, you're just gonna go ahead and take it all in today.
Oh yeah.
Tell us what's so popular about Delicioso here at the Gore Travel Stop.
The espresso itself, it's very popular. Everyone definitely comes in like 8 o'clock for a rush of going to work, and everyone loves our coffee.
It is even a place where you can get hooked up with a fresh cut and a spa-like experience with the resident barber. This place has it all, including immaculate restrooms and showers, making it the perfect pit stop for truckers. Derek, tell us, what is the big deal of this plaza?
Oh, it's awesome. When you get here, you're gonna find fast, clean pumps, plenty of parking. Capacity would probably be around 105 for semis.
The plaza also has a huge selection of fueling stations with 14 gas pumps and 18 for big rigs. Talk about no waiting in line, they also have a drive-through for semis and four-wheelers. Plus, they have plenty of parking spaces with 105 spots for semis and regular vehicles. I would say a hidden gem is an understatement.
You've got, anything you want in the Travel Plaza, including, fresh fruits, salads, whatever, if you just want to get it and go. You also got Delicio's on this end. You got Sonic on the other end. I mean, and then you can get several pumps out there to choose from to get gas.
To find this place, take I-40 West, take exit 108 going north on Highway 281 to Highway 270, and you'll find yourself in Seiling, Oklahoma, or click the link below and tell them Isela from the Truck Boss Show sent you. And well, bosses, this is it here. Catch you on the next segment. We had an awesome time with the Gore family, the sweetest folks. And not to mention, you can even find a Yeti dog bowl at the Gore Travel Plaza. Now to Carlin on how you can get better fuel efficiency.
Thanks, Isela. We actually went to Fort Wayne, Indiana to sit down with an organization whose sole purpose is researching how to make your truck more fuel efficient while hauling. The average American, aka four-wheelers, will spend over $1,000 on gas each year. For professional truck drivers who drive upwards of 68,000 miles at only about 5.5 miles to the gallon, that diesel number skyrockets to more than $38,000, making it the largest cost of owning and operating one of these machines. But there are ways to improve fuel efficiency in trucks, technologies that can be used that will help save fleets and drivers money. And no one knows these technologies better than NACFE, the North American Council for Freight Efficiency.
We're a nonprofit, unbiased, but we care a lot about fuel economy and the technologies that are helping to get, trucks to go from maybe 6 mile per gallon to 7, 8, 9, and higher.
The organization was formed in response to the high fuel prices of the last decade and the industry's need to know how new technologies can make their trucks more efficient and help their bottom line.
So if it's related to powertrain, tractor aerodynamics, trailer aerodynamics, electronics, parameter settings, we've even got reports fairly recently on solar panels, on two-vehicle platooning, and a lot of other subjects.
If it helps your truck get more miles to the gallon, they know about it and can tell you how much more fuel you'll save. But the organization's research doesn't just focus on the fuel economy of the trucks, but the overall freight efficiency, how much fuel the vehicle will burn while carrying cargo.
So if you take the payload hauled, which can be as much as 45,000 pounds on a tractor trailer, and multiply that with the miles per gallon, then you've got a true measure of moving goods.
Over 8 years, NACFE has looked at 85 different technologies across more than 20 fleets, figuring out what works and what doesn't. So far, they've found several technologies that have really increased over the last 5 years, like
Automated manual transmissions. They lagged around 5 to 10% for at least 5 or 10 years. And as the driver shortage came on and there were fewer and fewer people that knew how to drive a manual transmission, the popularity and benefit of that technology just soared. And now that we're into the 3rd or 4th generation, maybe even 5th generation in some cases, of these transmissions, their performance and features is far superior to what was initially introduced. Automated tire inflation systems for trailers is another thing that is just shot right up to the top of the chart, that many fleets are finding it very valuable.
all this technical talk can be a bit overwhelming, but the guys at NACFE enjoy their research and the effect it has on the industry. And you can check out the research from NACFE on their website, nacfe.org, and follow them on social media to see what they're working on. For the full interview, you can check out our playlist, How To, and of course, make sure you check out their website because I literally spent hours on that. It's got so much research on there.
Well, I like how, it's so many changes that are going on in the industry and they're just kind of looking out for everyone out there. How to save is like a number one. So.
I was going to say fuel costs are just continue to rise, so whatever you can do to save a little bit at the pump goes a long way.
Yes.
So definitely want to keep up with that. And of course, we're kind of getting into a busy time of the year. We've got spring right around the corner, and with spring comes all kinds of stuff, right?
All kinds of stuff, which I'm ready. Are you ready?
I guess, yeah.
Well, you don't have a choice.
I don't have a choice.
You have to be ready.
Let's do it. All right, but yeah, we got lots of truck shows coming up because it's truck show season. So Matt's is in March. Then we've got GATS, we've got the Antique Truck Show. I can't list all of them because we're going to so many. So it's going to be a busy time of year for us, and we're going live at every single one of them. So if there's an event, guess who's going to be there?
We are.
And guess who's going live?
We are.
We have 4 thumbs, and we're going live.
Yes, and not only that, we're going to be having a lot of surprises that's going to be at these events that we're going to be like, doing and showing, and we just can't tell you everything right now.
We can't, especially for Matt's, but stay on the lookout because that announcement's coming any day now. And
we're also going to be getting ready. You know that every year, the yearly inspection, there's going to be one coming up in May. But don't worry, because we're going to be keeping you updated on when exactly that's going to be taking place. So you have plenty of time to get your stuff ready, get all your things together, because you already know DOT don't play.
They do not, and they will get you on all kinds of stuff, especially that ELD mandate. So
Oh, yeah.
stay ready for that one. Plus, we got a weekly thing that we do now, which is give stuff away.
Yes,
We're
we
givers.
like to hook you up.
to hook you up. Give it to us, Nikki. What is it?
I'm glad she didn't throw it. So
It looks heavy. It would probably smack one of us in the face. It's a tire gauge, yeah? Pressure gauge?
yeah, and this is going to be good. So
yeah.
if you're going to be preparing for your inspection, this is
one way to do it.
This is going to work. So you already know that we're going to be going live tomorrow, and we will tell you what you got to do to actually get this mail to you, because you already know here at the Truck Boss Show, we like to hook you up all the time.
All the time. So be sure to, again, tune in tomorrow, because we'll be giving this away and showing you how to do it early in the morning, so that way you have all day to get it done.
Yes.
That's right. And we got to prepare them for next week's show, because we got a lot of exciting stuff happening,
We do.
right?
We're actually going to be talking with Home 20 Health on how to protect your DOT card.
That's right. And we're going to be starting our new segment next week called Stack Hack. It's going to give you a behind the scenes, behind the wheel look. I know, right? I got a little
Something like
confused.
that.
Something like that. A behind the wheel look of, live from some of the closest Truck Boss Show friends, and they're going to be tuning in and telling you exactly what they're doing and what they're keeping their
What they
radar
think
on.
or how they feel. Might as
so
well tell it
be
all.
sure to tune that in. And plus, if you want to send us your own thing, let us know. We'll get
Yeah,
it
we'll
on the
take your
show.
video too.
We'll take it. And of course, why do we do this?
Because you're the boss.